Look at all the
Yeah,
anonymous
so
in here.
true.
People are sitting here wanting to watch you crash out. They want to record you being, an obnoxious person because, that's life. This is how communication works.
John, what these people don't realize is I'm not crashing out. It's I'm wailing in pain because of like my trauma. But let's start our interview.
Okay, sounds
So,
good.
hello. Did you set up your camera?
Wait, hold on. I'm getting this last one set up.
Let me get my voice right. Let me get my water.
Yeah, stay hydrated. Keep that throat, percolating.
I know. I mean, I haven't used it in a while. Okay.
Maybe you'll have a career in politics after this interview. I'd also like to
No,
read. I'd
I
also
just
like
want to
to.
love. I just want to take care of myself, and I just want to love and be loved and carry children. Like I'm
Oh
a very
wow,
simple girl. Okay. I don't want a career in politics. I want to free my people, free myself, and
that's
live
political.
a simple life.
That
Okay.
sounds very political.
Yeah, so down there.
Hey, Alyssa.
Hi, I didn't come up to talk. I just couldn't hear Princess down there. It
Yeah,
happens once in a while.
yeah. I don't know
Oh, that
why it does
sucks.
that. I've been tagging you, Alyssa, on X. Did you see my notifications?
I saw that. That's thank you. And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but it's cool because um, for the first time I didn't just post joke, and I was kind of not there for a while until that thing happened with the grok, I told you about, which is still there, weird. But yeah, so I guess and I've been on there for. I always go on for Peter McCullough. That's the only person I care just to get his updates, Dr. Peter McCullough. But now I'm on there for news reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking about you because I heard you talking to Brad in his room one day, and you called him out. I was dying laughing. The universe is so funny. Yeah.
You said something that, like, I was surprised. You didn't debunked what, or said something against what I said. And today I was listening to him use his room, and I realized, like, he's not in the know of everything. And I'm not saying I am. Definitely not. So, and it's, like, impossible to know everything about everything in politics on both sides and what's going on now and what happened, what year. But I want to be on top of everything. And I realized that, like, it's not worth it coming on and being on where people will make fun of you for doing that when they don't give you a chance to put up a post or nothing and they silence you. So it's nice meeting you. Thank you for speaking with candidate Kitover. He is a man of the people. So, Mr. John Kitover, that is your name that you're running on?
Correct. John Zachary Kitover is my name.
John Zachary Kitover. And what made you decide to run for the seat?
I've run in Republican politics before in Chicago, and I was cheated and defrauded by a bunch of corrupt criminal Republicans who committed petition fraud by doing a forgery. And that has what launched this rocket against Darren LaHood in the 16th district. I want to fight for the people. I stand for fiscal conservatism. I think we need a balanced budget act immediately. We can't keep borrowing $2 trillion a year that we don't have. We continue to do that, we're going to destroy our legacy and forever change America as we know it.
So let me backtrack a little bit to get some clarity. Are you running for a federal seat, or are you running for a state seat?
Federal Congress in the 16th district.
Oh, okay. So you're running for the actual Congress.
Yeah.
The 16th district. Okay.
The United States Congress.
Okay. Most people start at the state level. Why have you not chosen to go that path?
Well, as I just told you, I was defrauded when I tried to start in the lower level ranks of the political hierarchy. So there's really no point whether you run at the highest level or the lowest level. They're gonna try to cheat you, defraud you, slander you, libel you. So what's the difference whether you run for the top position, a lower position? So, to me, it doesn't make a difference as long as you're participating and helping other people wake up because most people are completely oblivious. They have absolutely no idea what's happening. Most people aren't even voters. So,
Mr. Kitover, do you really feel that one person in Congress is going to be able to make a difference?
yes, it only takes one person to make a difference. That's the power of communication.
But it takes a majority to pass bills. It takes committee chairs to even hear a bill, and that's what you would be That's what you would be doing as a lawmaker in Congress.
Correct. Listen, I stand with Thomas Massie. Thomas Massie is for the Palestinian people. He wants to stop funding and providing weapons to Israel. So you should technically be on my side because I'm with Thomas Massie.
I love Thomas Massie. He's a very respectful person. So you are officially seeing the light of Israel's crimes?
This is war. I wouldn't really call it a crime as in like, some petty crime. This is like nation state stuff. But I do stand with Israel strongly in terms of security and the right not to be harassed and terrorized by Islamic jihadists.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
What's your stance on Israel Palestine? What steps would you take to, make sure that
Hi, E.
people are protected in that?
Why are you calling yourself L?
Around the world. I made a new account.
Oh, nice. But L, this is not about Jewish people right now. This is about America, and this is the problem with.
Wait, are there
Jews.
Jewish people in America?
But why should his focus be?
Sorry, Nora, but you're not running for office.
I'm the interviewer.
Mr. What's your name again?
You're talking to me?
Kitover. What's your stance?
Well, you never actually asked the question because you started getting into it with Princessia. What's your question again?
I said, first of all, what's your stance on Israel and Palestine, and what actions would you take within America, either to affect that or to protect Jewish people in America from anti-Semitism?
It's really a big question. Maybe you could compress it to just one question at a time. What's your first question?
Then I gave you two questions, so you could answer the first one and then answer the second.
Just go ahead and ask me one question, and then we'll go from there.
Pick the first one to answer.
Okay, just go ahead and say the question again.
What is your stance on Israel-Palestine, and in what way would that affect your policies that you would pursue?
Well, America is my number one love. After that comes Israel. So if we have any money left over to spend on things overseas as opposed to internally, Israel would be my first priority in funding and providing weapons so they can defend themselves against the dozens of Islamic terrorists surrounding them.
Are not aligned with Thomas Massie. Why are you?
Love that. Thank you.
You're not aligned. You're not aligned with Thomas Massie.
Well, Thomas Massie and I are very much aligned on the crisis of the national budget. And like I said, if there's anything left over, which there won't be, then we would provide weapons and money to Israel. But since there's not going to be anything left, they're not getting anything from us anymore. That game is over. And all the lobbyists and all the politicians connected to AIPAC, they can go and cry and complain about it on social media, but they're not getting a single penny more. AIPAC and Israel gets nothing from America anymore. Nothing but our support, our emotional, intellectual, and spiritual support. But in terms of weapons and funding, they're getting nothing because we're $37 trillion in debt.
Well, I think now is a good time to end this interview so that we can study and fact check your points, and then we will continue once your answers have been fact checked.
This interview is really short. I only got to answer one question. What a waste of time.
Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Kitover. Is there any last word that you'd like to share?
Yeah, take care of yourself, love yourself, and just know that people on this app don't have your best interest at heart. Most people are here just for the crash out like it's a NASCAR race. So, work out, read a good book, have a nice dinner, be at peace, remain in stillness, enjoy, and just know people on here want to F with you to get your dopamine, to get their dopamine. And it's really just immature children on this app, in my opinion.
I want to tell you that I hear you and I understand that. Thank you, Candidate Kitover, for the insight. However, I use this app as a control, like a closed control, something that's a safe place for me to take out my trauma and to analyze my trauma. So it is okay for me. I don't
But you're gonna
mind.
go down in the flames. People telling me
I'm on this app to help her not jerk off so much. It like helps me with the dopamine fix. Maybe I won't touch myself.
I'll probably soon, take a good break from it. But like I like to go on my terms, not on other people's terms. The Jews on this app are very, very vile people. It has exposed me to how vile the Jews are. In fact, the vileness of the Jews on this app is what contributed to my rage when I was in New York City.
Well, you don't have to say Jews, Princessia. You can just call out individuals because that would be bigotry and that would be, stereotyping a group of people.
We go by generalizations, and you all have.
No, we don't go by generalizations. As an American, you should know that generalizations are not acceptable.
No, they are acceptable. You can generalize. Like, for example, Muslims, for the majority, are very bad people. Muslims tend to be horrible.
See, that's another generalization that doesn't work out in the real world. See, I sent you a list one time of 10 cognitive distortion disorders, and you're making all or nothing statements, Princessia.
Candidate Kitover, you take a sample, and then you can apply that sample to a mass scale. So it's acceptable to tell Jews stop telling lies about Palestinians. Like, for example, I heard Yael earlier speaking about children and that there's the justification of killing children in Gaza, or not just Gaza, just in Palestine, that they're recruited by Hamas at ages 6 or 7 or 8. This is a big claim that that the Jews make about the Palestinians. And when the Palestinians become radicalized because of the rage and they're not rooted in their faith anymore, or they lose their faith or whatever, the Palestinians aren't afforded the same, they have trauma. Oh, the Jews are scared of the Holocaust again. They don't want no, the Palestinians are seen as like jihadists, Islamists, just inherently horrible people, and not people that have a systemic
Princessia, the Palestinians have been taken over by Hamas, an Islamic jihadist radical group bent on destruction of the world and themselves.
But you're using these terms that, like, for example, I am on a viral video where I say I demand jihad. And for some reason, even though I didn't remember that until I watched the video because I was injected by Jews and like maybe an hour later.
You didn't remember it because you were injected by Jews?
No, the benzos that they injected me, it messed with my memory. So I couldn't recall everything that happened.
What does that have to do with Jews?
It was Jewish doctors, and you all like run psychiatry.
Okay, so if it was an Indian doctor, would you be like, you Indian injector?
I don't like Indian doctors either.
So what kind
See,
of
Princessia, this goes back to taking care of yourself. And I got to tell you, Clubhouse is going to turn your brain into a puddle of soup even more than it already is.
Clubhouse.
Wait, so what doctors are acceptable in your opinion then?
Good doctors.
Okay, so Jewish
Doctors that align with jihadists.
We have Yael in the audience, who I once upon a time used to think she was a friend of mine, but she like flipped like a psycho. She's a psych nurse, right?
Okay, but how much
Wait. Hold on. Let me, because I don't want Jews interrupting me.
You don't want Jews interrupting you?
want to speak my mind. So we have somebody like Yael in the audience who is a psych. Oh, she left. Who is a psych nurse and lied about me on social media, made claims about my mental well-being and my mental health, said her family doesn't believe in this. She completely the Jews create stories out of thin air. Like you all create stories out of thin air. This is what the Jew does. I have not, very rarely do you find a Jew that does not do that.
I hate to break the bad news to you, Princessia. You're making really bigoted remarks. You're really going on the attack here. It's just not worth your time to wait. I gotta tell you, you're gonna have big problems if you continue on this route. It's just.
I disagree because the problem is not Clubhouse and my words. The problem is the systemic injustices from all the way from Palestine to the United States of America, all because of Jewish power and Zionist control. And it is out of control. And I, Noura, Abdul Karim, Abdullah, Imran, Muhammad, Shalash.
Jesus, that's a long name. What does all that even mean?
I do not fear law enforcement because I know
you don't fear law enforcement?
John, you are not like Thomas Massey. You are not like Thomas Massey.
That's because I'm not Thomas Massey. I'm John Zachary Kitover.
Hi, Jack. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, Princessa?
Noura, I'm just telling you.
Something kind of difficult, Princessa. And
yeah, of course.
Don't take it the wrong way. I think it's a bad idea to be talking like this. And I know what you're going to say, but I don't.
Why do you think it's a bad idea?
I just don't think you're in the right state of mind.
Because, Princessia, this isn't
you not think I'm in the right state of mind?
Because if you were, and I know you're a smart person when you are, you wouldn't be talking like this.
No, Jack.
And like a replays on and all this stuff.
No, Jack. I'm documenting everything. What am I saying that is illegal?
It's not illegal. It's just another thing. By the way, like
unethical.
What you said that video. I don't think that was illegal either necessarily, but it was still talking about
Jack, I'm a Catholic Muslim, and I believe in jihad. That is bigotry against my religion.
Okay, so define jihad then, Princessia.
I don't care how the world is. I believe in my religion, and jihad is part of my religion.
What is jihad, though, Princessia? Can you define that, please?
Yes, my jihad is that the pen is mightier than the sword.
Oh, wow. Is that the traditional definition of jihad in the Islamic faith for a Catholic woman?
That is the highest definition of jihad.
The pen is mightier than the sword? That's the definition of jihad? Wow.
That is the highest level. But people don't know their religion. And because they don't know their religion, they're afraid of these words. I intentionally use the word jihad. I didn't, and I haven't video. And Jack, I'm in my right state of mind at the highest level because I have been so wounded that like God is like gifting me with like ease right now, and because I have been like.
Well, Noura, if you've been.
I'm sad that you think that I'm not in my right state of mind, because at the end of the day, I am not aligned with Muslims. I do not like Muslims. I will curse Islam, not because I don't like Islam, but because the Islam that exists among Muslims is disgusting. The Islam that exists among Muslims is disgusting.
See, Princessia, I hate to break the news to you, but like you're talking.
I'm at a different level. Go ahead, John.
Princessia, you are talking down to us as if you know everything and you're the subject matter expert on everything. It's rather childish and immature. It really is. You're supposed to be conducting an interview, not complaining about Jews and the Zionists and how you're angered or hurt.
You came in the room and made it about Jews.
I know, but the room is about interviewing me.
I want to say something.
Focus on me.
I just want to say, dude, like, you know me. I never had bad intentions for you. I never, like, try to tell you anything that I think is, like, bad for you. I'm just giving my opinion. I don't think, but Hummus. I'll go down.
Princessia, people want you to basically be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, and joyful. Nobody wants you being a jihadist. You are literally your own worst enemy.
You're corrupt. What you want is to take my religion away from me.
Princessia, this is a social audio app. I don't care what you do with your life. I'm here to just give you some free consultation.
Gaza is a war on Islam.
Princessia, this is a limited conversation. I'm merely just trying to tell you that, you're your own worst enemy. You.
I disagree.
Well, see, the point is, we're here to communicate, to basically be a free consultant, to give you our opinion about why we think that, your behavior or speech might be inappropriate and lacking wisdom and education.
I disagree.
I would like to read a book to you. How does that sound? Can you listen to me read a book for 30 seconds?
You're genociding my people and they don't have resources.
I'm not genociding your people. I'm sitting here icing my feet because I have a gout infection in my foot.
You said if you had money, if America had enough money, the first people you would send it to is Israel.
Well, it's not going to happen because we're broke. Therefore, you didn't let me finish the whole thought. We're not sending Israel another penny if I'm in charge because we're broke and we need the money here at home.
You should have them pay you for all the money they took from you.
They don't have to pay me a dime. You think they're paying El Normo to defend his homeland that he loves? The Jewish people's homeland?
Palestine is not the Jewish people's homeland.
Israel, 100%, is definitely the Jews' homeland. Did you study history ever?
It is not.
Who kicked the Jews out of Jerusalem? Was it the Romans and Titus? Do you ever read that? They were already there living there thousands of years ago with their own empire.
This is like created history.
Oh, okay. Created. It's written by the Romans, for God's sakes. How is it created history?
Hold on, Josh. You wanted to say something, and you had unmuted. But go ahead. Like when Jack was speaking, you wanted to say something.
Yeah. When Jack was speaking, I was gonna sort of agree with Jack and warn you that you probably shouldn't have replays on, and you probably shouldn't have John Kitover or saying these things in front of John Kitover because he records everything.
Okay, but Josh.
I don't think she cares, Josh, that I live stream myself.
Like, I don't understand what you all are afraid of. Like, what do you think is going to happen to me?
Well, Nora, the first time you went viral, it caused you immense mental harm.
No, it didn't.
Because it's...
No, it didn't.
Oh. Okay, I'm wrong then. I mean, if you're fearless, I admire that.
Like, me going viral just proved how much control Jews have over everything in America.
Yeah, I mean, you would have definitely gone less viral if you were cursing Muslims in that video. I agree with that. You probably wouldn't have gone viral at all.
Yeah, it just proved how Jews have control.
They certainly have a lot of influence, and they use sexual blackmail to control politicians.
Exactly,
yes.
and I do not fear the Jew.
Including me.
Oh, Donnie, how you doing, Johnny?
Johnny, it's good to see you, my brother.
I can't wait for you to send the infantry to Chicago. Chicago Apocalypse. Good job, President Trump.
And we might go into New Orleans.
Can you go to the red line, specifically the blue line in Michigan Avenue? That's where I've had the biggest troubles in Chicago. Thanks, Mr. Trump, Mr. President.
Prince, don't turn off the replays if it's okay with you.
Turn them on.
Donald, are you friends with the Honest Jew?
Josh, I have a lot of friends, okay? And frankly, leave the replays on. We want the people to hear this.
Mr. President, is there such a thing as Palestine? And if so, where is it?
Say it.
Where is Palestine on the map?
It's basically off the map, quite frankly.
Well, why have we been sending so much money to Israel over the past 25 years? Oh, he left.
Anyways, Prince, how are you? How can I help you?
Prince, Princessia says that jihad is, the pen is mightier than the sword. I'm wondering if you agree with that.
But when I say jihad is my jihad, because I'm anti-violence. I'm anti, like if somebody hits me, I don't hit back.
Oh, you just take it. You turn the other cheek like
my
Jesus?
Form of jihad is my words and my writing and my rage. That is my form of jihad.
and I don't have to.
Oh, you're a
explain that to
benevolent
anybody. I'm
jihadist.
choosing to say that now.
Yeah, the Prophet Muhammad said that. He said the ink of the pen is more sacred than the blood of the martyr.
Ooh. So what you're telling me is information is more powerful than just being a dummy and killing things
that's
like
why
a dummy.
Hasbara has all these people fighting us and lying and spreading and pushing agendas and using me to push an agenda every few months. And frankly,
Hasbara
once
is
you're
using you?
violated the way I have been violated, you fear nothing. The only thing
Wow.
you want is God. The only thing
Wow.
I care about, John, is God. Because I
Wow.
love God, I know that like good will come for me.
Ugh, you're such a spiritual person.
I'm not cut from the same cloth as you all. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not trying to be arrogant or patronizing, but I'm just not.
Well, you're the greatest. I mean, God has never created a more perfect being than you. It's unbelievable.
I have a long way to go. I have a lot of work to I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of things to do. I mean, mass is in like 30 minutes. But
you better get off a Clubhouse, get dressed, and get ready. Brush that hair out.
What is it, John?
I said, brush that hair out, put your skirt on, and get ready to go to mass because Clubhouse.
Oh, I'm gonna go to mass tomorrow because I already went mass.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna go to the gym before they close.
Oh, great. Speaking of the gym, I gotta go to the gym.
The abuses, I have.
Can you detail the abuses, please? Can you please detail the abuses? Because you're here talking to us right now, and your mouth isn't broken. Like, what kind of abuses happened to you?
I don't need to talk about it.
You are talking about it. You're sitting here repeating it over and over again. Anyways, how many Jewish doctors did you have, Princessia?
They legitimately were Jewish doctors at Bellevue.
Were they Zionists?
Of course, they're all around you.
Wow. How did you know that they were Zionists?
Because the moment I said something about Jews, they were like, "Oh God."
They were like, "Oh shit, oh shit, here we go." Have you tried a muzzle? A muzzle might work.
Only in sex.
Oh, damn. Kinky. A kinky jihadist.
I'm not a jihadist.
Did you ever see the Curb Your Enthusiasm episode?
I don't put isms on words that are beautiful. I don't corrupt Arabic words with suffixes such as isms. I don't do that. That's your academia, and that's your $1 billion anti-Islam.
Habibdi, and a bar shway Arabi, Habibdi.
You know why there's an anti-Islam network? It's completely tied to the occupation of Palestine. The Jews have to make the West believe that there is an Islamic threat, and because there is an Islamic threat, that they must exist in the center of a place where they should not exist at the cost of the Palestinian people. I am not here pushing talking points. I am not here with niceties or I do not care. When I am seeing that people can't even take care of their basic hygiene in Gaza, they can't even take showers, they can't even drink water, they can't even pray. You know how many people probably have left their religion because they are in so much agony? And this is what the Jew wants. This is what the Zionists want. This is what Netanyahu, the terrorist state of Israel, wants. They want to destroy the willpower of the Palestinian people. But unlike any other people in the world, what is different about us Palestinians is because we have been through so much, actually, unlike the Jews claiming that they've been through stuff, because we have been through so much, we are so resilient that even when we hurt one another, which we do a lot, we oppress each other all the freaking time in Palestine, because oppression begets oppression, we still have each other's back one way or another. Because in our religion, in Islam, you cannot cut family ties. You all don't have that anything. You all have corrupted what it means to believe in God and have made it into an ethnicity. You have made it into tribalism.
But Cessia, I'm running for U.S. Congress. What does this have to do with me? Take care of your own business. I ain't got nothing to do with Gazans or Palestinians.
Business.
I'm just trying to have a cup of coffee and sit in the sun and relax. You need to learn how to relax. Take it from a 10 to a 2. Take it from a 10 to a 1. Relax. Just relax. You're so wound up so tight. Go do some yoga.
But I am different. I can
You're
handle
different?
more than the average person because I have been tortured by these systems. I have been tortured by the
You're sitting here talking on a social audio chat app. How are you being tortured? The now is all there is, Princessia. You're running memories.
You don't even know what the now means. Let me teach you something.
It's spelled N-O-W.
If you knew Arabic,
Habibti ana bara shway Arabi.
You would know.
La 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 Habibti. La 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 Habibti.
Hold on, John. When you say the now, let me explain to you something. There's something in Arabic called mudare, which would be translated to the present tense, okay? And there's something called madi, which would be translated as the past tense. The Quran uses grammar in a way that manifests its reality. It manifests the metaphysical reality. So when you say there is the now, it's not even that there is the now. There is the ongoing. Who's laughing so I can kick them? Oh, I can't tell who it is, so I can't kick them.
I don't think you understand what the now means. It doesn't mean ongoing.
You don't understand what the now is because you don't have a Semitic language that's actually rooted in its Holy Land. Like, you created a new language with the creation of Israel. So your Semitic language is broken. I took Hebrew. I took biblical Hebrew in high school and at the University of Kentucky. And I saw for myself how broken your language is. You don't have the same grammar structure that Arabic, because it was so important to preserve the Quran, they mastered their grammar. And the grammar that they mastered is a direct manifestation of reality. So when we talk about the now, the real now is in the Arabic grammar when we use the mudare. So when we say Allah yirham, we are speaking in the ongoing, that person has never gone. They're not dead. But when you all, the Jew or the Orthodox Christian, because I like the Catholic, I don't like the Orthodox Christian, when you all speak of the dead, you speak about them in the past. Your language is even aligned with reality.
What makes you think that Catholics aren't Orthodox? Catholics are very Orthodox.
You all are.
Princessia.
You are not aligned with religion.
Princessia. Hello, is anybody there? Princessia, Catholicism is very Orthodox. I don't understand why you think it's not Orthodox.
The Catholic Church, unlike the Orthodox Church, believes that the Muslims worship the same God. The Orthodox Church does not believe that.
Well, what do they think that the Muslims worship then?
That's not my business. But Vatican II affirms that.
Well, if it's not your business, why are you bringing it up if it's not your business?
Because I'm focusing on the Catholic Church.
Well, stay focused then. It's not your business.
Anyways, thanks for the little speech.
I mean, look at the room.
It was
See,
about you, but you drifted about Israel. And
well, you're a terrible interviewer. You're making this all about yourself. That's what you do. You're a self-centered narcissist. You're egotistical. You're vain. You're immature. You're childish. Try reading a book on here sometime.
I'm a woman. I should be childish.
Oh, you think women should be childish? That's pathetic.
Yes, I think they should be childlike. And I think they should be like beautiful and easy.
Childishness is a philosophical approach to wisdom. That's all it is.
Okay.
Meaning, don't take things so seriously. Be happy. Be like a kid.
Of the Jewish people, and may you actually stand on the side of the oppressed.
I stand on the side of justice. I'm seeking justice for victims. Are you seeking justice for victims?
Man, y'all are gonna make me miss my opportunity at the gym.
No, you are going to make yourself miss your opportunity to go to the gym. Nobody here is controlling you. You created this room. You're the green bean. You can end the room anytime. You can kick me to the goo. You're in control. You're the green bean.
No, I haven't seen you for a while. You helped me back in July when I was feeling very suicidal and down. So I appreciate like your advice and your help, even though you started showing your Jewish side to me shortly after. So I
Jewish side?
when they're good to me.
Listen, my mother's not Jewish. She's gorgeous. And the fact of the matter is, I gave you a list of cognitive distortion disorders. I think maybe we should read them right now to help with your mental health at the present moment. It'll help everybody
No,
in the
no,
room.
my mental health is fine. I have trauma and I'm working through it and I'm fine. It'll like ease as time goes by, as I lay in the sun like you said, as I go to the pool, as I go play basketball, as I go work out, as I listen to music, as I read the Bible, as I go to mass, things will get better. But at the same time, I don't care like if I'm mocked or human like people like
It says
I
here,
don't
things
care.
only get better in the now. There is no future. There is no free beer tomorrow. The now is all there is and all there ever will be. So if all you're doing is coming on here and screaming Jews and Zionists and my trauma, that's
Oh my
not now.
gosh, you are such
You're
a
repeating
gaslighter.
memories. Who gave me that
You're
X?
you're
Who sent me
gaslighting
that
on the highest
X?
level.
Listen, all I want, see the picture in my PTR? I'm holding a book. All I'm asking for is 30 seconds to read from this book. That's it. 30 seconds of your time. You've gone on
I
for
would rather
30
read
minutes
the
now.
Bible, so I'm gonna read Psalms, okay?
Okay, go
We're
for
gonna
it.
do a random page in Psalms, okay?
Okay, fantastic. Go for it.
And then we'll end it after I read this psalm.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
God the Savior of those, and this is Psalm 107 from the 5th book. God the Savior of those in distress. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His mercy endures forever. Let that be the prayer of the Lord's redeemed. Those redeemed from the hand of the foe, those gathered from foreign lands, from east and west, from north and south. Some had lost their way in a barren desert, found no path toward a city to live in. They were hungry and thirsty. Their life was ebbing away. In their distress, they cried to the Lord, who rescued them in their peril, guided them by a direct path, so they reached a city to live in. Let them thank the Lord for his mercy, such wondrous deeds for the children of Adam. For he satisfied the thirsty, filled the hungry with good things. Some lived in darkness and gloom, imprisoned in misery and chains, because they rebelled against God's word and scorned the counsel of the Most High. He humbled their hearts through hardship. They stumbled with no one to help. In their distress, they cried to the Lord, who saved them in their peril. He brought them forth from darkness and the shadow of death, and broke their chains asunder. Let them thank the Lord for his mercy, such wondrous deeds for the children of Adam. For he broke down the gates of bronze and snapped the bars of iron. Some fell sick from their wicked ways, afflicted because of their sins. They loathed all manner of food. They were at the gates of death. In their distress they cried to the Lord, who saved them in their peril, sent forth his word to heal them, and snatched them from the grave. Let them thank the Lord for his mercy, such wondrous deeds for the children of Adam. Let them offer a sacrifice and thanks. 1 second, I have to kick Tom out. Let them offer a sacrifice and thanks, recount his works with shouts of joy. Some went off to sea in ships, plied their trade on the deep waters. They saw the works of the Lord, the wonders of God in the deep. He commanded and roused a storm wind. It tossed the waves on high. They rose up to the heavens, sank to the depths. Their hearts trembled at the danger. They reeled, staggered like drunkards. Their skill was of no avail. In their distress they cried to the Lord, who brought them out of their peril. He hushed the storm to silence. The waves of the sea were stilled. They rejoiced that the sea grew calm, that God brought them to the harbor they longed for. Let them thank the Lord for his mercy, such wondrous deeds for the children of Adam. Let them extol him in the assembly of the people, and praise him in the council of the elders. God changed rivers into desert, springs of water into thirsty ground, fruitful land into a salty waste. because of the wickedness of its people. He changed the desert into pools of water, arid lands into
I'm reading the
springs of
chats.
water, and settled the hungry
Yeah,
people.
God,
They built the
GAD
city
said
to live in.
Edmonds.
They sowed
John
fields of
is a
mint
Red
and
Lodge
vineyards,
CIA
and
operative.
brought in an abundant harvest.
I don't even know what
God
Red Lodge
blessed
is, but
them, and they increased greatly. And their livestock did not decrease. But he poured out contempt on princes, made them wander trackless wastes, where they were diminished and brought low, through misery and cruel oppression, while he released the poor man from affliction, and increased their families like flocks. The upright saw this and rejoiced. All wickedness shut its mouth. Whoever is wise will take note of these things and ponder the merciful deeds of the Lord.
nice. See, you can control your peace, but I think coming on here to have never-ending conversations and running on autopilot is the worst way to spend your time. That's objectiveless. There's no goal, no aspiration there. It's a waste of time, and it results in basically brain rot. So I congratulate you on reading what's called a book.
You all are such a godless, satanic people. You are truly from the synagogue of Satan. You all are truly from the synagogue of Satan.
Are you sure you're not projecting? You're the one screaming out jihad in elevator shafts.
Jihad is important, and you disrespect the Quran, I do not. And on that note, I'm gonna go to mass instead of the gym, because
Go to the gym. Go to the gym and then go to mass.
But I will leave you with Diego's American Classics, because I'm not taking this phone with me. So you all can listen, because I still love Diego. Okay, let's play this. Thank you.
Take care of yourself, Nora.
Yeah, take care, Nora. Have a good day. Enjoy the mass. And Riyabia, I don't even know what a Red Lodge is. What is a Red Lodge CIA operative?
The same line that you're from.
I'm not a Freemason, stupid.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I just read books. I'm not a member of any organization. You can keep saying I am, but you have no evidence to suggest that I am.
Listen, John, isn't it funny that, there was other people that came in the room that said that they saw the same exact thing I saw in your PCRs, you having a bathroom image.
Yeah, I bought an antique on eBay, stupid, to hang it up because it's artwork.
You had the red apron.
Yeah, it's called an antique. It's called an antique, stupid. I bought it on eBay. It doesn't mean I'm a member of some Freemasonic lodge.
Are you gonna talk about that when you...
Say it again. Yeah.
Yeah, you got personality disorder.
You're projecting on me, Rayabia.
You have 14 phones. Act like a goddamn character. You have like 3 different type of voices that you speak. Like, there's something wrong with you, my man.
That's all right. Say whatever you want to say. I hope you have a great day either way.
I really don't. I really don't.
Zeta says that I'm a troll.
Yeah, I mean, you're a troll. You're a congressman.
And she says I'm not a holy man. I'm a Satanist. I never said I'm a holy man. I just like books.
And you're a lodge member at the same time.
Is it good for Rayabia's worth nothing? Say it again. Rayabia, he ain't good for nothing. He's just a big talker, wasting all his time insulting people. Read a book, you dummy.
I got like 200 books. You know what you're talking about? I got multiple encyclopedias. You know what I mean? Like,
Congratulations, Rayabia. You're so smart. I never heard you read a book, though. But Princessia at least read a book today. She the book of Psalms and lifted up her heart to the Lord, and now she's going to the gym. You ain't worth nothing, Rayabia. You just run your fucking mouth all the time.
Just to ask you, just to see if you're going to be halfway, relatively honest about anything. And you have to show that you're a liar just like every other snake.
You are projecting. You are projecting. You are the liar and the snake that you accuse other people of being. All right, everybody, welcome back to Nora interviewing candidate Kitover. She has left the room, but the room is still on replay. She's going to the gym and taking action, doing something with her life, as opposed to just talking all the time, slinging insults, wasting all your time. What is Rayabia good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Rayabia is worth nothing. Did you say faggots? You might be projecting. Are you gay, Rayabia? Have you ever sucked a dick? You got women on speed dial, cuz? I didn't even know speed dial was still a thing in 2025, my brother. I don't know, Rayabia, do you want me to play the clip where you're talking about how you molested those two young girls on the bus and you had to get the bus security cam footage so you didn't go to jail, Rayabia? You want me to play that clip of you talking about how you abused two young girls on that bus? Yeah, that's what you said in the room one day. You had to get the security cam footage. You were worried about the legal repercussions of abusing two young girls on a bus. You are projecting all the time. All you do is project onto me. I'm running for Congress, can't you see? I gotta go get some signatures, everybody. We're halfway there to getting on the ballot. God bless. Thanks for all the donations. We had a great dinner last night. Thanks to all the Clubhouse donors. We're staying in a nice hotel, and we are going to get on that ballot. Thank you all. And we were on NPR Friday, Monday, the NPR interview releases. Thank you so much, everybody who has contributed to the campaign. Wow, look at Dismal. She wrote, fuck the people who spent money to contribute. Damn, Dismal. That's kind of dismal of you to say that because people on this app have greatly helped me. And, you know, I don't know why you're such a negative person and you go by the name Dismal. Maybe you're projecting that your attitude to life is dismal. Maybe you're projecting Dismal? What do you think, Dismal? Hey, Nikki. Hey, BB. Hey, good Shabbos. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'chadlik neshel Shabbat b'nei pri hagafen, everybody. Princessia went to the gym. She let the room stay open. She's such a generous host. Hey, Yaakov. It's just audio, but I can send you the interview. It's on X if you want to hear it. It's also on Clubhouse, actually. All right, link is in the chat if you want to listen to the NPR interview that I did. Ain't nobody got no time for that. Okay, then I'm going to end this live stream. This has been an interview with Nora Bandura.